The following podcast contains adult language, profound stupidity, hardcore nudity, and drug references. Children should not listen to it. Everyone else, but fucking Olive.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. My name is Poppascotch, and with me, as always, is Chump Slap.
Hey, remember me?
Yep, that's Chump Slap, all right, and Dr. Syintist.
Hey.
That's apparently Dr. Syintist. So we'll start with you, buddy. What have you been doing this week? What have you been watching, Mr. Syintist? What's going on?
I did nothing all week. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I watched some speed runs from Frame Fatales, but other than that, nothing.
Okay, thanks for that.
Wow, killing it.
You know how to put on a fucking show, Syintist, let me tell you what.
Hey, I just told you everything I did all week.
He just tells it like it is.
Well, what about you, Chump Slap? Please save us. What'd you do this week?
I am continuing to play Minecraft again.
Why? I mean, that's cool.
I don't know. Every couple of years I pop it in just to see what kind of new shit they put in it. It's fun.
There's
Shit's
sea
fun.
creatures now.
Yeah, there's fucking dolphins you can ride and shit. It's good
I
stuff.
don't think I have a very good understanding of what Minecraft is.
It's a open world game.
Yeah. It's like a Red Dead Redemption with blocks.
Cool. That sounds fucking awesome.
You got to kill the dragon. You got to kill the Ender Dragon. That's how you beat the game to get the credits to roll. And I do
Aren't
that.
those books for kids?
I do that every couple of years.
What about you? Poppascotch?
Oh, boy, what did I do? I've been watching some stuff. Rewatched I Think You Should Leave, which is always fun,
Nice.
which we've been discussing. I watched a couple movies that came out on Netflix, that Ted Bundy one with Zac Efron, The Shockingly Evil.
Zac Efron was a Ted Bundy?
Yes,
Yeah.
he played Ted Bundy, yes. In a
I think we
Netflix
had this
film.
conversation before, actually.
This one just
No,
came
that
out.
was when the Ted Bundy tapes came out, and we were discussing that.
Well, I think you told me that Zac Efron was going to be an actor portraying Ted Bundy.
Well, let's go to the
It
tape.
doesn't matter. I'm not going to watch either of them.
And we're back from the tape. That I was correct.
like always.
I know, right?
Whenever we go to the tape.
Yeah, but other than that, I've been playing a lot of The Division.
Still?
My Gears score, I'm almost there, man. I'm almost at Gears score 500, and then I can play other games.
Then you get the gear score, then you get the pussy.
That's
Right,
what I said.
exactly. Yeah, I'll let you guys know soon, because I'm at Gears score 496.
Oh,
So what's that
yeah,
mean? You
so-
have a couple 500 pieces, but not all of them?
Exactly, yeah. I got like 3 500 level pieces, and it doesn't go over 500, so you have to have one of everything at 500, you know?
So it's like an average.
Yeah. It's kind of like Destiny.
Yeah.
Where you just kept leveling up to do the shit.
Exactly the same, yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I haven't played anything else or done anything else. Oh, I saw the time travel movie that just came out on the Netflix's See You Yesterday. It was pretty decent.
I don't know, man. It said it was a teen
Yeah, that's
movie.
why I didn't watch
So
it.
I was like, I can't watch this.
I watched Room 41 instead.
It was a teen movie, but they swore enough to keep me entertained.
And it was still a time travel movie, so it's interesting.
Yeah, and Michael J. Fox is in it for a little bit. He does a cameo.
Is it
Which
before or
is
after
fun.
the Parkinson's?
Obviously
well, the
after.
movie just came out, so what the fuck do you
But it's a
think?
time travel movie.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Come on.
It's messed up, man.
It is pretty messed up. What did you say that you watched, Dr. Scientist?
Frame Fatales speedrun. I did start watching the Librarians again. I can't fucking talk. Yeah, but
And what's the point of that show? I mean, what do they do in that show? Like, what's
the
plot?
Librarians?
Yeah, what's the deal? I've never even... I've heard the name of the show, but I don't know what it's about.
I never even heard of it.
They go around collecting like magical artifacts and storing them in the library.
So it's about Indiana Jones.
Yes, but more magical.
So Indiana Jones and Harry Potter minus the schooling.
Did you ever see Warehouse 13?
No.
No.
It's exactly like that.
Okay.
So it doesn't help me at all.
Exactly. Perfect.
Sounds good. I'll have to check it out.
Excellent recommendations, as always, Dr. Scientist. Thank you. And then, other than that, I got nothing else going on.
Yep.
I really have absolutely nothing going on in my life whatsoever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing.
Join the club.
I wish I
know.
could be sleeping.
Right, exactly. Me too. But so, if we would all really just kind of want to get into this nap situation, I guess we should get started with the game for this week, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, yeah, I got some things to say.
I'm not bothering you guys, right? Like, you guys got time? Like, it's like I just walked in your fucking house. You're both on the couch. It's like, do you guys want to go to? Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, I am kind of hungry. Let's go.
I am kind of hungry.
Drag you guys out of fucking bed. All right. Anyway.
At the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah, the crack of 3 p.m. Oh boy. So this week we are talking about the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, world-renowned classic, Remember Me. It is not the film with Robert Pattinson.
Chump Slap watched that first before he realized it wasn't the game.
I was like, damn, these are good graphics.
It was a weird artistic decision to make that guy look and sound like the dude from Twilight, but
It was like half the length of this one.
also a good point. But it was released June 3rd, 2013 for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and portable computers. Nope. And Dr. Scientist, I'm sorry to announce, I don't think it ever came out for Mac OS.
Still.
Sorry. Yeah, maybe someone like ported it over on their free time.
They just don't like the French.
No, that's what it is. You nailed it. But it was developed by a company called Dot Nod Entertainment. I'm sure they've done other things that I forgot to look up.
Isn't it
and it
Don't
was
Nod?
published by Capcom.
Yeah,
One word, Dot Nod.
Don't nod.
Don't nod.
Because it's the same backwards and forward.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Okay. And then the writers for the game are Elaine Damasio and I think it's Stephanie Belverger.
I'll buy
I'm pretty
it.
sure that's what it is. Or Stephane might be a male's name. But I think this podcast has kind of evolved beyond gender, right?
Yeah, there's no such.
So
It's a construct.
we won't use,
Exactly.
just refer to everybody as it.
I don't know enough about it to comment. So
Well, we're just going to refer to them as the writers, and they did a great job. So this pick was a Dr. Scientist pick. You can tell by its scientist-y themes. So Dr. Scientist, can you give us a little bit of a lead-in into this story? Where are we leading up to when the story begins? Give us some background here.
we're in Neo Paris, and it's 2084, I believe, 2080 something.
2084, September
That's what I
17th.
have.
And I guess
Shit.
it's just Paris, just a newer Paris.
Yeah, it's
And,
like New York,
yeah.
but
And
New
there's-
Paris.
There's ways for people to erase their memories or share memories between them, and by a company named Memorize does all this, and with a Sensen, and I don't know, they call it a Sensen.
It's an implant,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
So now, before we even get started here, wasn't this kind of the plot to, what was that movie? Strange Days? Isn't this like Strange Days?
I never saw that.
It's kind of like the one Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. It's kind of like the show Dollhouse.
It's kind of like a lot of things.
It gets inspiration from all of these things. Let's
That's
use the polite way to say it. But essentially, human beings have memories. They're just how they are. They get this implant from Sensen, and then they can alter, change, delete memories at will.
Well, they can, forget and share. Forget bad ones and share good ones.
I think there's only one person who can alter memories.
Yeah.
I think, the whole point to this service existing in any way, isn't it supposed to like get people online so you could like automatically share your memories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Like it was a social thing.
Instagram for memories type thing.
Yeah, because they show a commercial in the beginning, and
Yeah. It's like, oh, I didn't know he was in love with me until he
Yeah.
shared my memories.
Right, but our main character, who's named, what is it, Dr. Scientist?
Nilin.
Nilin, she has the
Nilin
ability
Nicholson.
to change and alter memories,
Yes, she gets that ability.
which is where things get things get very ethically ambiguous.
Yes, let's say.
Very quickly. But so don't we start with Neelan already locked up and imprisoned and losing some memories?
Well, she wakes up and she has all her memories taken. Well, most of them.
Well, they show him sucking the memories out of her neck.
Yeah.
Through a hologram.
And some guys there asking questions. Who are you? What year is it? Oh.
Yeah, and then she remembers her name, and he's like, that's never happened before.
She's resisting.
I got the idea in this case that they were kind of overloading her memory, as we'll come to find out, and she's like resisting, or she's special somehow, or they're not fully done erasing her memory.
Yeah,
right.
They're trying to take her somewhere so they can erase all of it.
And then what happens? Of course, she gets out. Obviously,
a voice starts talking to her, kind of like Borderlands.
Yeah,
just out of the blue.
Oh shit!
Hey, go over here. Do this. Climb under that door.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Now, is it this voice who we later find out is the character Edge? Was it named at this point? I think it was.
Right when you get out, I think they name it.
Right in the beginning when you first hear it, it just says unknown.
Yeah.
But
gotcha.
It gets named pretty quickly.
But basically, you're playing as Neelan. She's in this lockup. She starts getting instructions on how to get out, and she's able to sneak out in a casket, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is pretty gross. And, you think 80 years from now, 60 years from now, I can't do math. Scientist, how many years from now is 2084?
65.
65 years from now. So someone's born today, the day they hit retirement, if that still exists by then, they will be in this new Paris world.
Yeah.
So
yeah. They'll have sense implants.
Which is crazy to think, but so where do we go from here? She gets out, she gets in the body casket, and she goes into the sewer, correct?
Well, it's the slums, and there are creatures walking around opening caskets looking for
survivors.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's a regular thing.
I guess.
They just flush these people away in caskets that are still alive.
Which, wouldn't you think they'd just burn them? I mean, just for
I don't think they're dead. I think they're just memories are gone.
They're not actual caskets, is what you're saying?
Yes.
They're just escape pods?
Well, yeah. We'll say that.
One sort of escape. But yeah, because they're standing and they're walking while they get onto the thing, right? And then they lay in the casket, and then I remember they basically either are dead or they become leapers.
Yeah.
Is what I got from it.
Yeah, they knock on each casket and be like, is there somebody in there? And then if they hear a noise, they open it and like, oh, you're one of us.
Yeah. Come join us.
I feel like there's a lot of strange things about this sequence, but the most shocking one to me is that they just let these people live. And those people, we'll just keep feeding their ranks of the underprivileged and the undeserving. It will never come back to bite us in the ass, right?
Well, no, they live in the slums.
Right.
Yeah. They couldn't
They can't even get into the nice area.
All right, so you are on team just flush people down the toilet, not team kill them so they
murder
don't
the
back.
people instead?
Oh, in 65 years, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not going to be around.
Good point.
What, do you expect to have a concentration camp for these leapers?
Well, yeah, would you rather them be dead?
No, it makes the story more interesting. I just would think that if you're going to remove people's remove people's memories and discard them, why not kill them? Why leave it at chance that they'll become leapers? Just seems inefficient. And as we all know, we're always on the side of murder on this podcast.
But aren't their implants all fucked up?
Yeah, there's something wrong with their memories because they've become addicted to it.
Yeah, they're overloaded.
They're not dead.
Yeah, they're just junkies.
I mean, Poppascotch is calling for a genocide of all people.
Of all the leapers.
Of all the people, yeah.
Well, not exactly.
That's what it sounds like to me, buddy.
Well, you do end up killing them willy-nilly, right?
Well, you fight them, yeah. Papa Hitler over here.
I'm just confused as to why the company isn't eliminating them. They're just flushing them down the toilet. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't seem like a very good way to tie up loose ends.
Yeah, you're not thinking of them as human beings. You're thinking of them as less than human beings.
I am thinking from the perspective. Let's stop using I for Jesus. It just seemed like a questionable leadership decision from the company.
Yeah, it seems like an evil villain thing to do. Like, they'll die in these caskets, flush them away. Not
Sure.
watch them. Yeah.
But anyway, let's
Classic
move on
mistake.
from blaming me for fucking future genocide, and let's move on to the next thing, Dr. Scientist.
You're the cause. You're not the solution.
Fuck you.
Well, then they open up Nilan's casket, and she ends up having to fight them because they come out, blah, blah, blah. And
Shouldn't touch her boobies.
yeah,
They seem very rapey.
yeah, they do.
Agreed.
But then Edge eventually tells you he's Edge, and that you should go to find Tommy at the Leaking Brain Bar in Slum 404, and that's your first quest.
Are we led to believe there's more than 400 slums?
I think it was just meant to be like the 404, like
It's like the area code.
or error.
Womp, womp.
That was lost on me.
Yeah, though, if I don't understand the numerical systeming of slums in a game, it just takes it completely out for me.
Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't like the game.
Well, I mean, Poppascotch would just be killing everybody in the slums anyway. It doesn't matter. Think of them as Dachau and Auschwitz.
It's like slum 1, slum 2.
Look, I'm just saying. Whatever. I'm not.
All right. Well, you eventually meet Tommy,
Yeah,
right?
you fight your way over there. And he has your arm, which lets you remix the memories. And
Apparently, there's these arms. They're like normal things.
he says it's specially for her.
Yeah, but he's like, hey, here's your glove. Like everyone's got a glove, but hers is special, and she's the only one that can use that.
Well, they are a group of. They call themselves errorists, but they are memory hunters. So maybe the people who do that can do that.
Yeah, errorists. I didn't like that. That was dumb.
I could have
I
done
think
without that as well.
I think it's more of like the computer error, but
Yeah, I get that, but they're still terrorists.
yeah, they are kind of domestic terrorists.
Kind of.
Well,
They are.
they're freedom fighters. Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah. All right.
You're right. They're
like
not
the-
the ones putting people in caskets and sending them down the sewer.
Yeah, we're right. It's like the Al Qaeda, freedom fighters.
Well, from the right perspective. Oh, we're going to get letters.
I wish.
Anyway,
Can use some email.
anyway, a bounty hunter breaks in and attacks Nilan. Olga Sedova.
Olga.
Yes, and this is... Is this the first time we see her go into a memory?
Yes, this
Yeah.
is like the tutorial in the game of remixing memories.
And why? I don't remember, why was Olga there? Was she just trying to track down Nealon?
She was hired by somebody to track down Nealon.
Yeah, there's a
'cause
bounty on Nilan's head, so
Yeah.
she was trying to catch her.
She's an assassin for hire.
Got it. And then this is where Olga's attacking her, and then Nealon goes in and reconfigures a horrible memory in her past so that Olga will get on her side.
Yeah.
Now, which one was this? What was the memory again?
This is the one where
Because I remember it being fucking heavy.
like her husband,
husband?
or boyfriend is getting some kind of surgery or treatment. I think his Preston or his Sensen is kind of messed up.
Yeah, he's turning into one of these fucking leapers, I think.
Yeah, and they're trying to save him. So they're transferring or copying memories from her to give to him to try and save him.
Okay.
And I think in the real memory, they need money to finish it. So and then she sees the bounty, she goes after him. But then in the
Yeah.
remix memory, she has her think that the company Memorize killed him.
On purpose. Or
Well-
through some kind of neglect. Something that...
Yeah, he hits the button to terminate, but
Okay, now this memory is pretty new in her mind.
yeah.
So her husband's still alive.
Yeah.
All right.
But she doesn't know that.
She doesn't think to check it out. Well, I guess because that's her memory of him
Yeah.
dying. Fuck. You got me there.
She thinks he's
Nyland.
dead. And the whole game takes place pretty quickly over like one day.
One
or so.
day, yeah.
So maybe she doesn't figure out that he's still alive by the end.
She doesn't get a chance to go back. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But how fucked up? Like, it's so fucked up, the ethical questions that come into this, because it's like, what happens later in that day when Olga gets a call from her husband, boyfriend?
Well, he's still in the hospital. But
Like, is this a ghost?
Well, he's still messed up. I don't
Yeah.
think he's anywhere phone using.
Still. That
and the
secret's
ethics
gonna
coming
come out.
from fucking Himmler on the other side of the phone.
What the fuck?
I'm going to see how many Nazi references I can get into the whole episode.
Excellent.
I'm not
Needle
saying the
powers.
corporation was correct. I'm just saying seems like they didn't go all the way. They didn't come to what I would call a final solution.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was right there.
Knock that one off your list, too.
Yeah, there it is. Anyway, where do we go from here? Where don't we go to the bar? And what happens at the bar, I guess, is where we're at.
Well, Olga agrees to help you take down Memorize, which is the company that produces the Sensens and stuff like that.
I don't know why her other memories would be changed, though. She still remembers gearing up to come and kill you.
Well, I think from that moment on, they're changed. Like how it affects other things.
It affects everything?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Let's talk about the ethics to Dr. Poppascotch over there.
I'm a doctor of ethics.
Oh,
now
now he's a doctor.
Yeah, doctor of ethics.
Ethically, I think it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
It's like right up there with hypnotism. You're using manipulation to make someone do what you want.
Yeah, it's like that zombie powder that they spray on people.
Oh, yeah, that.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just cut me off. About this fucking zombie powder.
Don't you get it's at every gas station. You can buy it.
It's like right next to those rhino dick pills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Fucking
thank you.
blunt wraps.
Okay, you do know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, Edge contacts Nilin and tells him the first thing she has to do is steal the memories of Kaori Sheridan,
I did not.
who's
write
like the
these
architect of the Neo-Paris, I guess, upper class neighborhood. He doesn't tell you exactly why he wants it, but
But you find out
yeah.
after you do take them.
And that is in the St. Michael district, right? This is where
San Michel.
Saint Michel. Wow, yeah, I was way off.
This is episode 2,
Yeah.
by the way.
And this is where she meets her biggest fan, right?
Yes. Bad Request.
Which, yeah, we were talking right before, but the names in this, I mean,
Yeah, they're horrible.
I could do. I think having one wackadoo name per game is fine. Like if we're gonna call her Nealon, we'll keep that. But then a lot of these names are real bad. Kid Christmas, I think, bothered me the most because it's Kid Xmas. They don't write it
Yeah.
out as Christmas in the game anywhere. It's Kid Xmas.
Dude,
We're not at him yet. We'll get to him.
We're almost there. Gosh, I got something to say.
Okay. You're right. I'm getting ahead of myself. But bad request I have written down here. He gives her the ability to use Remembre, which another
Remembering,
just
yeah.
terrible name. Terrible name.
Yeah.
But it's like that, like an echo or something where you see the ghosts and they are acting out a previous scene.
Yeah, it's now your memory, so you know what happened.
Yeah, it's like that game with the
Which one?
jail.
Singularity did that, and Torque and
The Suffering, yeah.
Suffering did
Oh,
that too. Yeah.
I blocked that one out of my head. I used my sensing to get rid of that memory.
We'll get ready for Suffering 2 anyway.
Okay, and then when you meet Bad Request, he's like, take the memory. Why can't you just copy it? Why do you have to steal their memories?
I don't know. I thought she just did copy it, but maybe it was just stealing it.
It says steal.
It's confusing because even the first meeting between Nealon and Edge was like, your secret powers are the ability to like alter people's memories and stealing. And it's like, wait, you mean like being a thief? Like that's a secret power?
Yeah.
So maybe he could have just been referring to the fact that she can take the memories while not
Yeah.
wiping or.
Yeah, because she takes the memory and then he's like, oh, phew, I thought you were going to fucking wipe this whole meeting and stuff.
I guess she has a reputation.
Yeah.
But so then is she stealing or is she copying?
I think she's stealing.
I think she's stealing now that we're talking about it.
Okay.
Well, it's not really stealing it because he's giving it to her.
Oh, yeah, but it says steal memory when you, like the prompt, when you're close enough or whatever.
That's a good
because she
point.
says something later that. But anyway, So you get the route from him, and you climb up. You do some parkour stuff, and you eventually get to outside of Kaori's office, and you steal the dam plans, security protocols, and such
codes
from her head.
And we mean a structure that holds back water.
Yes. Dam, yes.
A dam.
Hydroelectric.
And then you climb up to the top of the building where you meet everyone's favorite Kid Christmas.
Okay. You go first, Chump Slap. What did you have to say about Kid Christmas?
Okay. He was made to look like a white Mike Tyson, right?
I didn't get
mixed
that.
with Vin Diesel.
I just thought he was a cheesy wrestler.
Oh, man. Look up a picture of him.
Does he have a tattoo on his face?
I think he does.
While I'm going to search for this picture as well, I believe his backstory was that Kid Christmas was also a time hunter, or a memory hunter, but instead of going like the route of working for the terrorists and being on the rebellion, so to speak, he went like the corporate route.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the corporate sellout.
It's like if Luke started working for the Empire.
I don't know what that is.
Well, probably anyone who listens to this podcast knew that reference, Dr. Syintist.
Yeah, probably.
I deal in reality and good shows and movies.
Well, all right, well.
It's like if the Megalodon from the Meg was working for...
It's like if a Sharknado was working against itself.
Well, that makes sense.
Thank you.
I don't know who this Luke character is.
The Sharknado was working for Russia in like 1986.
Were we talking about Luke Presley? Or?
Yes, okay.
But we were still talking about Kid Christmas, right?
Yeah.
You fight Kid Christmas and beat him, unless you have other things to...
No, I just want to say he looked like a white Mike Tyson.
He does kind of, now that I looked at the picture.
Yeah.
I just hate the name. It's Kid Xmas. You got to spell out the whole name.
And he's kind of like uneventful the rest of the year then. Like, oh, it's July 7th.
Yeah, why does it...
Kid Christmas is here.
Why the name Kid Christmas?
No way. There's so many great puns. Like, ooh, Christmas in July.
Looks like Christmas is coming early. He says it every time.
It's a little late for Christmas, but I'm here. That's with January when he shows up.
I meant coming early.
I know what you meant. That's why I didn't laugh.
Okay.
All right. Well,
looks like Christmas is a premature ejaculator. You get it? Get it?
Oh, I get it now. It's okay.
You're talking about our Savior's birthday.
Any hoodles. On to episode 3.
Yeah, you get back to the slums, and you find out that Edge has opened the dam and flooded San Michel and lowered the water in the slums, which you can use to break into the Bastille.
Now, we find that out, like, not in a cutscene, but like a newsreel, right? Like, oh, this district is flooded now. So did they kill, like, a lot of innocent people just now?
Yes.
I assume so.
It says in the newsreel, it's like thousands of people missing.
I wasn't sure if that was
dead.
propagandist or...
Ooh, good call.
Yeah, that's a good, like, state-run media type thing.
Yeah.
But when you get there, it's flooded. I mean, it probably killed a bunch of people.
I would imagine. I mean, it's a dam opening up.
Yeah.
That nobody knew was happening, so...
Exactly.
Yeah. So you go to the flooded out slums.
Well, the water-lowered slums.
The water-lowered slums.
Obviously.
Yeah. They took the water from the slums and put it in the rich part.
Gotcha. So the rich part is drowning in slum water, is what you're saying.
That sounds so sexy.
I know, right? A lot of my fantasies start off that way. Slum water. But anyway, so the slum is flooded, or Saint-Michel is flooded. Where do we go here?
You go through the slums because you're trying to break into the Bastille and get
Johnny
your
Greenteeth.
your memories back. But yes, you have to find Johnny Greenteeth. I guess he knows the way in.
You got to steal his memories because he has like a map of the slums in his head.
Yeah.
And is Johnny Greenteeth the one that's like a leaper but more intelligent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got weirdly long arms.
And he could disappear or become invisible. I don't understand what that was.
I think a lot of the effects are just what they make you think you see because of the implant.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's not actually happening.
Yeah. Like when you turn invisible, you're just making them not see
But
you,
he can do that. He can make people not see him.
I guess.
Okay. Well, there's weirder shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's like when the robot screams and it's like a face on his thing.
I thought that was so dumb. It's like, why is it showing teeth?
It's like in The Simpsons when they pulled the mask off that Itchy and Scratchy robot and it screams.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Same concept. But the Bastille, by the way, we should probably say, is the name of the prison you were stuck in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes. And when
Correct.
you get incarcerated, I guess in the beginning, they take your memories and they give them back to you when you leave.
I don't understand the point of that.
No, because then you're not remembering why
You're not,
there.
yeah. You're not repenting or trying to, I don't know.
No, it's like the punishment is making your body age how many years?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. And then they give you these fresh memories. Like when you get out, they put them back in. So they say.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
they never do.
Or maybe they add it to it because they take away like any knowledge of anything outside, so you don't want to escape. And
Oh, yeah, that's right. They do say that.
Which kind of brings along the question is, so she can alter and remove, well, Neelan can alter memories, but it appears the technology is there to remove memories or add
Yes.
memories, not necessarily change or create new ones, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because there's like a memory storage bank.
Okay, so wouldn't it make, does that memory, I'm trying to get to the point where if you could eliminate specific memories, could you make someone who was like really violent or a serial killer or completely not empathetic to have a change in behavior?
is this a whole nature versus nurture argument we're going to have?
Yeah.
Well, sort of. Let's say.
I guess if there was like, you could take all the memories of his mom beating him as a kid or something.
No, they do that instead of punishing you then.
I mean, you still did it.
Yeah, but won't they just try to rehabilitate you that way?
Well, I don't think everyone can just remix memories. I think it's just certain people.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but they could just take out certain ones.
Yeah. I don't know how advanced this technology is inside the penal system of Neo Paris.
Yeah, apparently it was still under construction.
Oh, someone didn't do their homework. Understood. All right, let's move on.
Gloves are off here.
Let's keep throwing out Hitler references over here. What is,
Hey, it's been a good like 5 minutes since I said one.
You're right. I'll try to reel it in a little. But so you get to the Bastille, right?
Yeah.
Or no, we're talking to Johnny Greenteeth first. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Well, you could do that.
Well, yeah, you steal his memories, blah, blah, blah. You fight a cop robot.
Yeah.
I don't remember this at all.
It's the one of the ones that screams with the holographic teeth and shit.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before you get to the back into the prison, you fight him. It's like another boss fight.
Yep. And then, of course, you kick their ass because you're kneeling.
And you're in the jail again. Now, in the jail, is it like a stealth game?
Sort of.
It looks like you couldn't go past while it was...
Yeah, it's kind of like sneaking. Kind of like Deus Ex sort of game. But you're supposed to hunt down the madam who has the access to all of the prison memories and whatnot. So that's what you're doing in here.
Trying to get your...
And the madam is like the Nurse Ratched of Bastille I got.
The what?
Who's Nurse Ratched?
God damn it. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Read the
Oh.
book, guys.
Oh.
Jesus.
I thought this was a Nazi reference.
So did I, actually.
Okay. No, she's like the hard-nosed leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
The worst of the worst. That kind of person.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you eventually track her down and fight her in like a memory fight, sort of weird thing.
Yeah, this part was weird. You're like in a computer,
Yeah.
kind of, which has like files and arrows to files. And that was weird.
So, if this feature is correct, I guess Hackers was very prescient, the film Hackers, in
Yes.
how hacking is done in this virtual world. So, Hackers was right, is what we should say.
Yes. I always assumed they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
To this day, they've been right.
It's in that place I put that thing that time.
The three of us aren't always on the same page, Sometimes you just gotta talk stuff through, make sure we're
Sometimes people want to commit genocide against leapers.
Maybe. And they should be doing it as efficiently as possible.
So after you beat her, you go to the, I guess, server or whatever the network is and release all the memories back to all the prisoners.
And you don't get all of yours back. You get some back. But
yeah, it's only partially yours.
Now, was this freeing the memories to just everyone who was imprisoned in that place, or did this free all memories to everywhere?
Just in the prison.
Okay. So who they had on file, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
it's like when the Ghostbusters thing opens and all that.
Yeah,
Right, that's
a lot
what I
like
was
that.
wondering, yeah. And then one of your memories is driving a cab. I got you. Right there with you.
All right.
But your memories are partially restored, and you remember why you were put in prison.
And why was that, Dr. Scientist?
You remix someone's memories. They get into a fight with their wife, and you make him think he killed his wife. So
yeah.
And then he kills himself.
Yeah, so people come and he's supposed to go to court for something else, and he thinks it's for that, and he ends up shooting himself.
He's like, I ain't letting you take me. Bah!
Yeah.
And she feels bad about it.
Well, she fucking
yeah.
should. That was a dick move.
That was totally a dick move, but why did she do it?
I don't remember. Had something to do with the errorist cause.
I don't think they go much into it.
No.
They're like, she's
No.
been a fucking
Yeah.
psycho terrorist.
I mean, she's not the scummiest person we've ever talked about, but
No, she's up
Not
there.
even close. No way.
Who knows?
she has some morals.
You don't know what her other memories were.
That's true. But that was pretty shitty of her to do.
But then, after you have all that and you remember your memories, Edge tells you that some of your memories must have been taken off-site to Memorize's headquarters, the company Memorize.
See, this is why I think you can't copy memories. I think they're like a unique thing.
Oh, maybe.
And that's why some of them were taken.
I guess when you share them, you just give them for a bit and give them back.
Yeah.
I know, that makes sense, because why wouldn't you just sell, like, the most popular memories?
There's a Star Trek episode like that.
Ooh. And a
From
movie
Voyager.
called Strange Days. Anyway.
I don't know this Strange Days you keep talking about.
It's a good movie.
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger in it?
Should be.
No. Shouldn't he? No, it's by what's her name? I can't remember the director's name, but she's the one that did Point Break, and she just won an Oscar. I'll
Yeah.
look it up, but keep going. Catherine Bigelow, that's who did it.
That's right.
it.
Deuce?
Deuce's wife.
Okay. But your next quest, I guess, is to get to the
Episode.
Memorize office, yeah, and remix the CEO, I guess, of Memorize, and access the rest of your memories.
Well, no, yeah, you got And then you got to find.
And who's
Trace.
the CEO? What's her name?
Scylla Cartier-Wells.
Scylla. I had no idea how to pronounce that name the first time I read it.
Really? Don't you know Greek mythology, man?
Nope.
Duh.
Nazis never do.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, don't you have to find like the military guy Trace?
Yeah, you got to get access codes from him so you can get into the higher levels of it.
Yeah.
So you fight your way up of Memorize's building. And you get to Scylla Cartier-Wells's office, which is pretty baller.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
And this is where we find out that the flood released the leapers into the building, right? Like they're trying to attack or take over it as well.
Yeah, you see kind of all the aftermath of the flood. Like the first couple floors of all the buildings are flooded, which I guess would kill some people.
Yeah. And
Gotcha.
it would release the leapers into the rich area.
Well, they should have to live with leapers too.
Yeah, they should. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. You'd have
Absolutely.
to kill a bunch of people. Well,
Whatever.
So you sneak up behind the CEO's, Scylla's, and you steal her memories and remix. Well, no, you just remix her memory of a car crash.
of the reason she started the company.
Well, it's
Isn't
part of the
it?
reason, yeah.
Isn't that what you're there to do though? To make her not want to do?
To make her not so
Something.
bitter and hateful, I guess.
Yeah, but she's like doing a project that's gonna I can't remember what it was.
Had something to do with
like erasing all bad memories or something.
like that.
And isn't she totally like a piece of shit? She like just blames Nilin for the car crash over and over and over again while her like leg is pinned and fucked up.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty.
Yeah,
She's not a good mom, but
exactly. And this is what fucking pissed me off. I was like, oh no, shit, her daughter's gonna die in this car crash, and she's gonna be like so heartbroken. But no, she loses a leg.
It's like, it's all your fault. It's all your fault, or something like. She really went for it.
She's like, look what you did to mommy. Look at her leg.
yeah.
When,
well,
by
that's
the
what
way-
really happened.
Whose fucking fault was it her eyes weren't on the road?
That's what I'm saying. I have it written right here. It's like remix it and make it feel like she's responsible for it. Like she wasn't.
Right.
Fuck. She's driving a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take responsibility.
But you
I know,
remix
right?
it to make it wholly her fault.
Yeah. In this, she answers the phone. Why doesn't she blame the person who fucking called?
Oh.
Right?
Maybe she did. I don't know.
Well, no, she blames herself. She's like, I'm sorry, mommy did this.
So you remix her to reevaluate the reconversion project. I wrote down. That's what it was.
Yeah. Because what'd she want to do? She wanted to make everyone not. I don't know. I didn't understand what the reconversion project was. It seemed like a Nazi thing.
Yeah. Let's talk to Poppascotch.
Oh,
No,
for fuck's
seriously,
sake.
it seemed like a cleansing.
Yeah, I think
I don't even remember what the reconverge process was. I don't remember hearing that. Or the reconverge project.
It's what they wanted to shut down.
So was the reconverge project just the whole thing? The ability to share memories?
it's meant to. The reconversion project is a project founded by Memorize, meant to enslave and brainwash leapers.
Oh, yeah, because they wanted to make leapers slaves instead
Yeah.
of just fucking nuisance.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Oh, well, that would explain why they didn't kill them. It's like, well, let's just keep beefing up their ranks till we learn how to control them.
Yep. There we go.
Also, a lot of hubris there, but, well,
Yeah, seriously. Keep letting these psychos out, and then we'll figure it out eventually.
exactly. Like, when we get around to it, Bob's, like, on vacation this week, but when he gets back, like, he's really going to hit this mind controlling all these horrible, dangerous people we have next door.
He just texted me. He said he's got a great idea. Can't wait to get back and share it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, the other thing I didn't like about the car, what was the name of that, like, there was a significance or name to that doll she had? Jax. That's what it was, yeah.
Jax.
That was like her little robot friend.
Yeah, she got. For
Dude,
her
that thing
birthday.
looks awesome. I want one.
Yeah, I know. Really.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. All right, so let's call it a day and let's go buy some Jaxes.
Gladly.
As long as it's not the Jax from Mortal Kombat.
I was going to say, it's a little
There's a big
armless black guy wheeling around my living room.
It looks like a miniature Jax from Mortal Kombat, but it acts just like the doll, so it's terrifying.
That would be so cool.
It made me think of it. It was like a jazzed up Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Well, that might be, explain why she's such a shitty mother. It's like, well, I could spend time with you or buy this robot. So, have fun with your robot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you fix the memories. Turn the robot on so the kid's not annoying.
That's how you fix the memory. Remove the robot. But anywho, so Nealon modifies this memory so that Celia Cartier-Wells won't be a piece of shit.
And finally forgive her.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And she reevaluates the reconversion project.
See, now if she remixes this memory, does she remember the last fucking 10, 15 years of being a shit to her daughter? Or does that change the whole
I think
fucking...
it changes the whole thing.
Yeah, because she's just like, oh, you're here. That's weird.
Changes everything that had to deal with that memory, I guess.
That's so weird.
But then she would be like a totally different person if you had like 10 years of memories changing or decision. Because, you make your decisions based on your memories and what you've experienced.
Yeah,
Well, she is kind of like a totally different person after it.
I guess.
Then I guess that makes sense why this is so rare and
Yeah.
terrifying that you can share people's memories.
Exactly.
And I don't know if it was this point, it might be later on, but there's another section where Olga drops you off somewhere else. I think that's
common.
like Olga's main purpose of the game is to like fill that storytelling void. She can drop you off places.
Yeah, I think that's all she does.
Yeah, she only comes back for that. She doesn't help you fight or nothing. But apparently she's a crazy assassin.
So it's like Sully
Bounty
in
hunter.
Uncharted, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sort of, but without the
Sort of.
leadership part.
Well,
Edge and Olga are Sully. Come on.
I guess if you want to say it that way.
You could. It's
Sure,
cool if
yes.
Thank you. Just agree with it once in a while.
All right, so after you remix your mom's memories, they tell you that Sebastian Quaid is keeping the project going and she can't shut it down herself. So you have to go back to the Bastille and
Find him.
Which is also happens to be where Bad Request is now.
And from what I read, Dr. Quaid was the guy that was trying to create the army of the Leapers for Memorize. Okay.
Yeah, he's the doctor who.
He's the whole brains behind it, trying to make it a reality.
Gotcha.
So you fight through it and you get to Bad Request, and you take his memories to try and find Quaid as he's being thrown. This is where she says also like, sorry for not getting your permission first, and she steals his memories.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
Then you find Quaid.
Yep. And Johnny Greenteeth shows up and kicks him down a well.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
this
that
is
was a great
Sparta.
moment. I love that part.
This is Sparta.
It's like, we need your help. And it's like, well, you need this guy? Whatever, he's dead. Bam! Kicked him off the
And you
thing.
find out Johnny Greenteeth was actually a doctor who was on the same project as Quaid. And
He's like a right-hand man.
yeah, and Quaid turned him into what he is now.
Fucked him up.
And then you do the Johnny Greenteeth fight.
This is after he starts the self-destruct sequence?
Yeah.
I never really trust a story or a situation where they make the villains a bunch of crazies, but there's like the leader of them is like somehow just slightly more intelligent, like they did with The Strain, that TV show. Remember that, Syintist?
Yeah. That was like vampire-ish.
Yeah, like you see it like where the main bad guy's super smart or intelligent or reasonable, and then they have these minions that are just feral and psycho and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't really trust that situation. It seems a little bit too loose if I'm gonna, command troops to go do my bidding. It seems like a very loose structure they have there.
Oh, why make it the lunatics that you're commanding?
Right, like why would they be the best way to... It doesn't seem like the best way to present a threat, I guess I should say.
I think because they have no morals.
Narratively speaking.
Because they have no morals and they'll do whatever the fuck you ask them to.
Right, and that's like the zombie horde,
Yeah.
That's like that enemy. But then when you put that figurehead in charge of them, it just seems contradictory, I guess. Just from a narrative standpoint. Like, we've seen it in a bunch of shows and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
So it didn't, basically what I'm getting to is the Johnny Greenteeth whole situation didn't really work for me, personally.
No.
Like, why is he in the game?
For this big reveal.
Yeah.
All right.
And to destroy the Bastille.
Yeah, because then he self-destructs it.
Does he stay in it?
I think he's in it when it goes off.
But this is where you fucking bounce in another coffin.
Yeah.
The same fucking place.
Hey, you know how to get out.
That I did have a problem with, too. It's like, there's a billion other ways you could have got out. And it's like, let's do the casket thing again. All right.
Maybe she really liked it. She was like Homer in the...
Yeah, it looked like a fun ride. Like a flume.
Like a flip.
I was thinking Homer when he was in the sensory deprivation
Yeah.
tank.
What was he singing when they opened it?
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah. I think that's what he was singing.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Awesome. All right, well, let's just go with him existing, and we'll go from there. And he kills Quaid, the casket escapes, and then where do we go from here?
Your next quest from Edge is to get the conception cube from your dad in Nemopolis, I guess is the name of the building. I don't know if that's the name of the building or not. But.
Yeah, does he tell you? Like, oh, that's your dad?
Well, I think everybody knows that him and Scylla
Are married?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then there's also the plan when you get to the secret operation to get the conception cube is the whole base is supposed to be a secret. Like, it's not supposed to be out there in the thing. And then they keep the Memorize Central Server H30. Now, I feel like that's a reference or a bit, and I don't know what it is.
It very well could be.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it like the H3 channel on YouTube?
I doubt it.
Yeah, but that's the code to get in the secret thing, too. You just hit H30.
Well, who would think of that?
True. It's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, I guess if you get to that point where you're typing in the code.
Is it like H30 because it's one more than H2O?
But then what are 3 parts of hydrogen and 1 part of oxygen? What does that make? Is that going to be like the memory formula or some bullshit thing?
Maybe he really liked the H30 movie.
Was that a movie?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Hydrated hydrogen ion, also called hydronium ion.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, Syintist.
Well, I thought we were dealing with...
Oh, we were talking about
Neil Harrison.
hydronium? My bad.
You didn't say you were talking about hydronium.
Well, I said H3O.
Yeah, but that could be a million things.
It's like HBO without a line.
Well, let's check out what our current zeitgeist repository of the English language is. So we'll see what Urban Dictionary has to say about it.
Nice.
H3O is even wetter water, is the first one.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Number 2 is the hydronium ion, produced when water acquires a proton, a.k.a. a hydrogen ion, and then using it in a sentence, girl, I'm so wet, guy. That's because you're soaked in H3O.
That is terrible.
Whoever wrote
Yeah,
that
they
should
always-
be ashamed of themselves.
They
Yeah.
never have good examples of it in literature. Apparently, though, you're not supposed to drink it. It's very acidic. So, if anything else, if you see a bottle of H3O lying around anywhere, kids, don't drink it.
Spill it on the ground.
Yep, and swim in it. Anyway.
Yeah, and then what? You jump, you type this code in, you fucking do a puzzle, and all of a sudden there's a like path to a floating cube, and then you jump into it.
Don't you remix your dad first?
No, you jump into the cube first,
Oh.
and then he's there,
Oh.
just watching fucking memories. For God fucking knows how long he's been stuck there.
Yeah, it just seems to be I guess they said he deleted all like the sad or bummer memories and just lives in this fantasy happy world of all his happy memories.
Yeah, and he's there by himself, and no one ever fucking comes and bothers him.
So you decide to remix them.
Yeah, and you remix him to think that he killed you.
No.
Yeah,
You remix him to make him think that his remixing thing doesn't work the way he wants it to.
no, because you remix it where his memory is his remixer killed you. He's like, oh God, what'd I do?
Yeah.
And then you're standing right in front of him when he comes back.
Yeah,
Like,
sort of like that, yeah.
yeah,
That's right. Yeah, the whole point is to make him see why this is a bad thing.
yeah.
So he makes him Nylan makes Charles think Charles killed her when she was a kid. And then he comes back, he sees her, and it's like, oh shit, what happened? It's like, oh, I redid your memory. Oh, I guess this is a horrible thing.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I
Yeah.
fucked up, huh?
And then your mom's there to open up the pathway to the conception cube.
Yeah, because they both have. It's the memory vault.
Yes.
Now, yes. They both have to be there to open it. And apparently she's been too bitter with her fucking missing leg to come in and...
Yeah.
So weird.
Well, they open
It
the
was-
way... Go ahead.
No, I'll get to it at the end. Let's just move on.
All right.
I do have a question, but we'll get to it.
They open the way, and then you get to see H3O. And along the way, I don't know exactly when he tells you, but Edge tells you that he is H3O, and he gains sentience, and he wanted to...
He wants you to kill him.
Yeah.
Isn't that the opposite of every, like, robot in a horror movie we've ever seen? Don't they get sentient and realize that humans are going to kill them, then they rebel?
Well, he has all the bad memories.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but-
all he has access to.
Yeah, he's just the bank where they kept the bad memories.
Yeah.
Like, why does he even have to exist? Why can't they delete him? Is it like matter? It can't be deleted. Can't be created, can't be deleted.
I'm kind of more concerned about how it got sentience at all.
Yeah, right.
That there's
Well, it's all people's memories. So I guess...
It put together.
your fucking computer doesn't gain sentience because it has a bunch of videos on it. There's a leap there. Is all. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's like every computer in every video game that has sentience.
Mine started talking Russian, not me before.
That's just people looking at through your camera.
No, it's sentient.
Awesome. All right, well, we'll take the leap. It became sentient and wants to die, which is just a bummer, right? Like, I got all these human memories, man. It has. Does H3O only have the bad memories?
Well, I think
does it have every memory?
That's the memories of people that they wanted to get rid of go to him or something.
Yeah, it's like all the companies, they needed a place to put the bad memories, so they put them in him. It was weird. I didn't understand that part.
Well, let's save it for the end because I have like a billion questions about this whole final act.
And then you fight H3O and you beat him, and you end up releasing all the memories he has stored back to everybody who had them.
Yeah,
kind of,
and then she goes on like a fucking soliloquy, right?
Yeah.
About, oh my God, this is humanity. We need this. You can't just get rid of the bad stuff.
Right, you're supposed to like learn from your mistakes and grow and so on and so forth. Now, is this also, we kind of skipped over it because we're at the end here, but there's a boss fight where you actually fight, I guess it's H3O?
Yes.
But it's not Edge, it's like a huge disembodied, I don't even know how to call it, like torso?
Yeah. Kind of like
the Madame boss fight.
It looks like the Lawnmower Man, right?
That's what I was going to say, yeah. I couldn't think of the movie. Good.
Why does H3O manifest itself that way?
I don't know why he can't kill himself.
What's the difference between manifesting that way or as something else?
Because why isn't he just like a fucking big heart that he's here, stab me?
Well, he says that part of the program doesn't want to die, and you have to beat that part.
Oh, okay.
I just assumed it was a fight like when you fight the Madame in kind of that pseudo brain space area.
Yeah, it was exactly like that.
But she ends the game with a monologue about how the mind is a fortress. She said Edge died to remind people that memories should not become open to all, and painful memories should be lived with rather than forcibly removed. She gets very preachy at the end here.
Yeah, for someone who doesn't remember shit about herself.
Well, she got them all, remember?
Did she get them all back?
Yeah, I think so.
Someone who had to fix her family by doing the exact same thing she says people shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
So the do as I say, not as I do, a.k.a. the boomer philosophy.
All I want to say is the only memories that we see are her childhood memories and the memory of killing that one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't see like her from like
where when
the
she
car crash till now at all.
Yeah, like where was she not living with her mom and shit at that point, you know? Because she became an enemy of the state. What the hell happened? There should be a second Remember Me.
I don't know if the studio's around anymore.
Probably not, because this movie sucked.
It wasn't a movie, so.
What would you call the sequel, Chump Slap? Remember Me Too? Remember Me Again? Did you forget me?
Remembrance Me?
Forgot Me.
Forgot me. Okay, well, that's it. That's the game. I have several questions about the end of this game, which I kind of really didn't understand. Some of them got answered, like when the whole memory of where she tricked her father into thinking he killed her. We kind of talked through that, and it makes sense. I didn't understand how she was trying to show him the horror of everything that was done. I don't think it was a great way to delete her from her father's memory, and then that way being like, see, look, this is terrible.
Well, he was trying to make her happy, and then he accidentally killed her. So I think it was just more to give him that it doesn't work. It's not always going to be good.
So in the actual memory, he does cure her. He does change it that she's happy.
Yes. In real life, he goes.
So she never knew about the car crash until she just went to remix her mom's memory.
Well, she had a different memory of the car crash.
Yeah. There wasn't even a car crash at that point. They just stopped at the red light in that memory.
Yeah.
And how many people like Nealon are there? I mean, they set it up to, I guess, be ambiguous, so there's not like a number, but she's special, and the only person in the game they mentioned that can also do it, isn't that just Kid Christmas?
He can't.
Well, he can't remix. He's a memory hunter, which is different.
Yeah.
But her dad can.
So what is a memory hunter then, if not someone who takes memories?
Well,
I might have missed this.
She doesn't take them. She can take them, but she can also remix them.
Yeah, but what's a memory hunter? Because a bunch of people are memory hunters.
Yeah, I think they just go in and steal things from.
Are they like
maybe sell them to other people? I don't know.
They like work for the cops or work for enemy, like bad people?
Probably both.
Yeah.
Yeah, some for the government, some for the private sector.
Some for themselves.
Yeah, just because you could just steal people's memories of like bank codes and shit.
Whoa.
Well,
can you imagine like working your whole life and spending all the money on schooling and getting to be a doctor, and then someone can just take that whole doctor knowledge from you? That would suck.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be great for the person who took it.
But then there could be someone who didn't do any of that and then gets the knowledge and is a good doctor.
Yeah. It's kind of like that movie Limitless, when he comes in the stock market and he's like,
I was thinking Paycheck with Ben Affleck.
Well, he's like, oh, you obviously just learned all this right away. You didn't like live to learn it.
So basically, would this eventually lead to the Matrix world where you can just hook someone into a machine that downloads how to be a karate expert?
Seems it would lead that way, yes.
Yeah, so why do they want to stop it? Just because they're going to enslave the Leapers.
Because it was leading towards... If you would have watched Dollhouse, that's kind of what happens to it. Like they start enslaving people and...
Well, it was already, society was already split.
Yeah.
And it was just going to become worse. It's kind of like Dollhouse, yeah.
Did you ever watch Dollhouse, Poppascotch?
Yeah, I loved it. But it's one of those things, it's been a while. Like I watched it when it aired. Oh. I don't think I watched it again since. And what year did that come out? Jesus, like 04, 06?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking long ago.
Yeah, right after True Calling.
Well, see, now I wish I could erase True Calling from my memory.
There's nothing wrong with True Calling.
You're right. I was trying to make a bad joke, and that was just lying there. And then I took the easy way out, and I don't feel good about it. Can we go back and erase all of our memories from what I just said?
I'm going to remix this whole thing, then. Don't worry about it.
Just make us think it was great.
Yeah. Well, we got fans. I don't think you can make false memories.
Yeah, that's another question. Can you make false memories? I guess you can't build them. You can only change things about existing memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only change when there's a glitch, too. Like if there was something wasn't memorized.
Oh, that's right. It's very situationally specific.
Mm-hmm.
Very picky about what you can change.
But then would it stand to reason then, if there weren't enough factors you could do to change the outcome of a memory, it just wouldn't be able to be changed?
Yeah. I assume that the technology at some point would be able to do whatever it wants, but as of now, it can't do it.
I assume if you had a rock solid memory of every single detail, no one can change it.
That's how many people have those kind of memories, though. Like, dude, if you asked me to name 15 things on my kitchen counter right now, I probably couldn't do it.
Oh,
and it's over there, and I saw it like a bunch of times today.
If you asked me why I had 15 things, I'd be like, I don't have fucking 15 things on my kitchen counter. Psycho.
I can barely tell you what I did yesterday.
Yeah, like, what did you eat Thursday for dinner?
What was Thursday, too?
Thursday was Thursday.
Yep, always still Thursdays.
Probably nothing.
Okay. I'd have to like go through receipts, be like, oh yeah, I did have Chipotle.
I can't remember at all.
Oh wait, it was a work day? Yeah, I didn't eat shit when I got home.
He shouldn't be eating shit. Anyway, so...
He said he didn't eat shit.
I forgot to mention at the top of the episode is that the game was pretty well received. I remember you playing it, Syintist, and you telling me how it was great and I should play it, and I never did.
I never heard anything about this game.
I was the only one out of the three of us that played it, and I liked it.
And it was at one point available for free on PlayStation Plus, so you might own it.
No, I doubt it.
Not know.
No, I probably looked at it and was like, "That's dumb."
I probably got it from GameFly.
Oh,
yeah, that was right around that time, wasn't it? Like 2012 to 2016, we had them.
Yeah.
Was that like 11 years after 9/11?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Something like that. So quotes. I mean, I only have one quote really. That's pretty decent. And it's where Nyland says, "My life story is riddled with holes, shadows upon the canvas of my life." And I chose to interpret that as like holes in the memory, as in holes in the plot.
Oh, touche.
Like maybe there's a double meaning there. Maybe if something doesn't make sense or you don't understand why a character's doing something, be like, well, maybe your mind got erased.
Yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
You were remixed.
I have one quote here, and it's because it didn't make sense. It's when they're at the prison, and it's like somebody says, "Yeah, they take memories like old prisons took belts and shoelaces." And I was like, "You can't fucking kill yourself with a memory." What?
He said it's just like it. It's an analogy, man.
I'm just saying. They take those because you can kill yourself with them. They're not taking memories because you can kill yourself with them.
Well, they're taking memories so you don't want to escape. But
I'm just saying.
maybe they're taking your memories so you don't think about killing yourself.
Too. Well,
Still, that's fucking thin.
yeah.
I see what you're getting at. It is certainly an analogy. It's not a great one.
Well, I thought it was more like they do it nonchalantly.
Well,
like
then
they
why
used
not
to
just
take.
say they take memories like old
Oh.
prisons used to take everything? Like, what the fuck?
Well, it's the same thing, I thought, but
Yeah.
I didn't take it that way.
You mean more like it's an everyday thing. It's a procedural thing. It's just what happens.
Yeah.
They just take your
When you
belts
get
and
erased.
shoelaces. They just take your memories. So yeah, okay.
And they only give you sporks.
I got you.
Sparks and those shoes that slip on.
No, they're disgusting.
Ugh. Oh, socks.
Yeah.
Ugh. Let's not
But
talk
anyways.
about jail anymore.
Good old jail.
Gotta
So, I mean, that takes us to the end. Let's start with you, Chump Slap.
Oh,
'Cause, we'll save Syintist for the end because it's his
Yeah,
game.
he played it
So,
and chose it. Okay. What I think about it?
what'd you think? What would you rate it? Would you play it? Story work for you?
No, I would not play it. I thought the idea was neat, that you could remix people's memories and all that shit, but every time you did it, it was like so gross. Like, it was, ugh. You made someone
Yeah.
believe something so wrong. And the whole idea that your mom and father built this whole future, the whole future depends on Sensen, and Sensen was only built because your mom was in an accident and she lost her leg.
well,
Nobody died.
I think they were building it beforehand, but they.
I don't think so. I didn't get it. I thought it was stupid. I gave it an 8 out of 27.
Ooh.
Still better than the suffering.
As you know, that is our score system based on 27 stars. So I guess I'll go. My final thoughts. I enjoyed the concept. I like the idea that you could remix memories, but I'm also with you there, Chump Slap, that it wasn't fun. Part of the story, like every memory you went in and altered just fucked someone's life up for your benefit, pretty much. And there's very interesting philosophical and ethical questions to ask about the game, like if you could do it, would you? And I really liked that part, that it kind of made me think about the game as the story's going on. But would I play it? I think I might. Just because of the setting and the characters were interesting enough.
It is different.
The beat 'em up style I could give or take. But it seems like a game where if you want something different, you don't just want to go out and point at something and shoot it. Like maybe if you've been playing the Division 2 nonstop for the last, like, 2 months.
Just an example.
And you want to just for example, then you want to try something different than that, it'd be a good change of pace. The story, did it work? I think mostly it did. There was definitely some holes there. I like the idea of the whole memory bank and the company meaning well, wanting to do something great for society, then it getting reversed and being like, well, now let's create an army of horrible people. And that's another thing. You don't see that nearly as enough of the old company, corporate-owned private army anymore. Those were like the Bond villain in like 40 Bond movies already.
So many.
And somewhere in the
villains
80s,
in
it just went
games,
away.
too.
But what would I give it? I would say I'm going to be a lot of holes, but I'll be generous, and I'll give it a 15 out of 27.
Oh,
Ooh, fancy. And by the way, I gave The Suffering a 10. So
oh
I thought this
my
was
bad.
slightly worse.
My bad.
It's a bold statement. I love it. What about you, Dr. Scientist? Final thoughts. Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you?
I did play it. I don't think I'd play it again because it's kind of lost its story. I guess I know what's going to happen and I know everything about it.
Right.
I did like the story. It was different than what normal kind of sci-fi futuristic type things, but not done all the time. Although the zombie monsters were kind of thrown in again because they're in every fucking game. I liked it. I gave it a 13 out of 27.
Oh wow, Poppascotch gave it a higher score.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd like it better than it.
Yeah.
Well, we rate things differently, so who knows if it's...
Yeah, it could have been like
I think
just plot appeal.
I think you hit me with it at the right time.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Where it's if you would have got me like 2 months ago, I might give it a 5. I don't know.
but you're just seeing so much division that this is different.
Yeah, it's like other colors, cool.
Oh wow, orange and gray.
No, I did like the dystopian future part of it and the way it goes.
Fair enough.
It's sci-fi, but it's good sci-fi. It makes you think.
Yeah, that's what sci-fi is supposed to do.
Exactly. So I guess that'll take us to our favorite segment of every single week. Every week we ask Dr. Scientist for his lock of the week. Thank you there, Miss Dr. Sir Chump Slap, thank you.
Sir, he's knighted now.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Every
missed
week
that.
we ask Dr. Scientist for his 100% guaranteed gambling lock of the week. So this week, Dr. Scientist, what do you got?
It's a Japan-American Football League game.
What?
It's American football
In Japan.
in Japan.
Oh, okay. Oh, Japanese American football league.
Yeah. Not only Japanese Americans or something
But
like that.
Japanese American football league.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
The Bullseyes +6 over the Harbors. That's what I got. They'll easily cover that.
Yeah.
They'll win the game
Bullseyes.
outright. Yes. The Tokyo Bullseyes.
Over what or who the harbors?
Yokohama Harbors.
Yeah, you're right. Tokyo's fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do we even need to say anything else? I mean, we're all
No, not at all.
clearly. So what you want to do is you want to sell all your stuff, get that sweet money, sell your money, flip it, and put all of it on the Tokyo Bullseyes.
Well, first you want to remix the memory of that money and then sell that money.
Ooh,
There you go.
yeah. Sell the tainted money.
Yeah. You stick your money down your pants?
Put the money on your taint.
Yeah.
Then use that
Then
money.
sell that.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we can erase the memory if you lose this game.
Yeah.
So we'll keep our
Well, you
word.
won't lose.
Yeah, you won't
Because
lose.
it's a
It's a
fucking
lock.
lock.
It's guaranteed, son. Sell your money, put it all on Tokyo Bullseyes. And now for Christmas, we're definitely going to get Dr. Scientist a Tokyo Bullseyes jersey. But with that, we'll go to our favorite segment of every week, Chump Slap's recommendation window. Every week, we ask Chump Slap for a recommendation in whatever possible topic comes to my mind as I'm saying the sentence. Now, we're not going to ask you about sneakers again because we asked you about that last week.
Yeah.
What else is around his room that he's looking at?
So this week, we will ask for your recommendation. If you had to pick one movie poster to put up in your common area of your home, what movie poster would it be?
Well, I don't know if it would probably be The Burbs.
I was going to say The
Because,
Burbs.
I mean, it's a fucking classic, Tom Hanks.
Or The Great Outdoors.
I don't know what the poster looks like.
Neither do I.
But I do know The Burbs is a classic, just Tom Hanks standing there with the hose.
Don't you have that?
I do.
Yeah, that's a good one. Couldn't agree more. Everybody go watch The Burbs. Hashtag
And then buy the
Burbs.
movie poster?
Yeah, to buy the movie poster and frame it and then send it to me so I can put it on my wall.
Yeah, because it's pretty fucked up if you bought the poster and never saw the movie. That's just disingenuous, right?
Yeah, that'd be weird. I mean, I think if you can watch the movie on Amazon.
Probably.
But anyway, if someone, I don't know, for example, watched the movie and fucking hated it, where could they write to you directly, Chump Slap?
Well, for fuck's
In an
sake,
email.
if you hated the movie The Burbs, you can write plottytime@gmail.com. That's PLOTTYTIME @gmail.com. And I will respond.
He hasn't missed the one yet.
Nope, I've gotten everyone.
Absolutely. And let's say they watched The Burbs and they fucking loved it and wanted to find us and hear about more of our movie recommendations. Where would they go to do that, Dr. Scientist?
Well, they can message us on Instagram or Twitter at Plotty Time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's at Plotty Time on the things.
Yep.
All the things. Well, that does it for us this week. So good luck out there and try not to, erase anybody else's memories.
Yeah, don't remix my shit.
Later.
Peace.